Welcome to the Grace Down Podcast. I'm Jonas.
I'm TNT Don. I'm the explosive one. Let's crack
Jesus
into another
Christ.
one.
TNT.
Yo.
So I don't know if you heard because it didn't really. They kind of announced it in the middle of like the NBA draft and like the NFL releasing its schedule. But did you see that Pete Rose is finally eligible to go into the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Okay.
Yeah,
that is cool.
I mean, it's kind of a big announcement because like they've been so adamant that they're never going to let him in.
As I can remember.
So basically, what they said was that if you have a lifetime ban, that once you die, the ban is over.
Oh, wait, is he dead? Did Pete Rose die?
I guess so. Not recently.
Hold the freaking door, man. You made it sound like maybe they come to terms. They finally were like, I guess he's paid enough for his sins of betting on his own team.
Oh, yeah, he died in September of last year.
Gee, you gotta die?
Yeah, so it said
You gotta die to be forgiven? That's insane,
So
brother.
basically, him and Shoeless Joe Jackson are eligible to be inducted in the Hall of Fame now. Shoeless Joe Jackson was part of the Chicago Black Sox scandal where they were like, it happened back in like 1919 or something.
Sure, what
they
happened?
fixed the 1919 World Series.
Oh.
And like it was the White Sox, but they called them the Black Sox. It says ace pitcher Eddie Ciotti, George Buck Weaver. It's one of the dark. It was the movie 8 Men Out. I don't know if you've ever seen that,
No,
but it was
never
like
even
8
heard
guys on the team colluded together to throw the World Series.
That's kind of crazy.
Which is way worse than what Pete Rose. Pete Rose bet on games that his team was playing in to win.
Yeah. Or at least that's what he said.
See, and
that's what he said.
And that.
We don't know for sure.
Well, right, and I think it's really weird that they dropped it like that. Like, I agree that like you shouldn't be able to gamble on the sport you play in, but I feel like if you do, gambling on your team to win is the only way that it's be okay.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like, if you were betting against your team because you're like, oh, I know this guy isn't playing, and you have, like, insider knowledge.
Well, and then you could be playing bad to lose, but...
That's where it becomes problematic. But I think that they are like, well, let's just nip that in the bud. You can't bet on your teams at all. And I admit that it's kind of some bull crap, but on the same note that I feel like certain people in higher ranking officials shouldn't have access to, the stock market the same way that the everyman does.
Yeah.
Then I have to kind of agree. You know a little bit more information than your average.
But I feel like if you're like, it's the NBA playoffs, I'm going to bet that we're going to win this game tonight. It's going to make me play harder.
I mean, yeah, but what if you're like, I've been betting on our team, but I know we're not going to win this game.
You can't bet against your team.
Yeah, but we don't know, man. Once you get in there, you might just start betting on whatever. We don't know.
Yeah,
And I still think it's insider trading to a little. I'm not saying it's that Pete Rose should have been banned until he died, but I think there should have been, a ban put on him for a certain period of time, but the man should have been able to see himself get inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's insane.
I see why they banned the Black Sox. Like, they were trying to throw the World Series. Like, that's a little different than, like, just betting on your team to win.
Yeah.
Like, but, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, but they did it so, like, slowly. They just were like, oh, yeah, by the way. And that was it. They didn't make an announcement. Now, are they going to vote him in? I meant slyly, not slowly.
No.
Like, I don't know if he'll get voted in. Baseball is very, like, elitist prick sort of things. Like, they haven't even voted Barry Bonds in because they still, like, accuse him of, like, the steroid thing. And
Yeah.
he's, like, one of the ones that's never admitted it. All the other ones, A-Rod, Roger Clemens, they're all like, yeah, we did it. Barry Bonds is like, nah, I was... Yeah, bro, you're the only one that didn't, and you have more home runs than anyone. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, he looks like a different person. He had like the Michael Jackson treatment. I think he had like vitiligo.
What? Barry Bonds is white now? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, man, he's like pink.
He's pink?
Yeah, man, he's like pig skin colored. It's crazy. He looks like a totally different guy. He's not even like.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 100%.
Barry Bonds today.
But what was I gonna
He's
say?
pink? He does not look pink in
You
these photos.
looking at the wrong picture. So,
Love that.
like, can boxers can they bet on? Like, I would assume boxing, you shouldn't be.
I
allowed
don't.
to
I think
bet.
in all sports you can't bet.
Okay.
but
Yeah.
like you should. Like I would think as a fighter,
Nah, bro.
betting on yourself. Holy shit, man! Like I'm betting on myself. If I'm
I
the
mean,
champ-
you betting on yourself when you put your chin out there.
yeah, I know shit, right? Yeah.
I agree. Is that no person on the sports team or individual sport should be able to bet on their sport, man. It makes the most sense because while you're saying it's like it should be fine if you vote on yourself. Yeah, it should be fine if you vote on yourself. But when you're in there, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And like, how are we going to keep track of everything? How are we going to know that you voted for yourself or you bet on yourself every time?
But you
We
know what
don't.
I feel like I know happens, dude? Like just like insider trading, like from Congress. Like I feel like so it's like if you're who's a famous basketball player right now? Holy shit, I don't know anyone. Donovan
Jokic.
Mitchell for the Cavs, right?
Jokic. All right.
So
you know him.
and you know that your homeboy isn't feeling good, and he like how many of them hit up like their buddy and be like, "Yo, go on DraftKings and bet on the under on this player," or you know what I mean? Like he probably ain't gonna play the whole game. He's sick today, like or he's not feeling good. He's only gonna or a football player like is like, hey, like the running back's kind of sick. He's probably only gonna get like 10 carries today. Like so, pick him as an under.
This is what I'm saying.
You know, like how. But like then they have their friend bet for them. You know what I mean? Like dude, that has to happen.
It has to happen, but you can't prevent like all crime from happening. But by making it illegal, you at least add a deterrent. You know,
Right, because if you do find out it's happening, they can go to jail.
exactly.
So,
and you can't get into the Hall of Fame. It's a very serious thing if they get caught. The baseball player that he had like somebody very close to him that was making bets on games. The Japanese guy, Shohei Ohtani.
oh, and it came out that he
Yeah.
that he was like supposedly like taking advantage of him or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
yeah,
like taking his money and stuff, and it was like, yeah, okay. I looked a little, there's some. ways
yeah.
you could look
He
at
sounds
that.
like he's a scapegoat.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what I mean? And like,
bit.
but yeah, there's been a couple football players that got caught betting on games and they got suspended. Calvin Ridley,
Yeah,
like
it can't be allowed, man. It,
No.
it literally is insider trading. So I think it's fair. You make enough money on these teams anyway. What do you need to bet for?
yeah. I mean, people have gambling addictions, bro. It's real.
I mean, that is true.
I mean, if you're betting on your own team, you got a gambling addiction.
I feel like if you're making a sports bet, you have a gambling
No,
addiction.
because
who does that?
I do.
You
I
have a gambling addiction.
I definitely will bet on sports.
You have a gambling
It
addiction.
makes it more fun to watch.
It makes it more. I mean, I guess
It's like fantasy football. It's like when you have a player in the game, you're like, oh, I want homeboy to get a touchdown. Like,
I've never played
yeah,
fantasy
I
football.
mean, it's fine. Little quick jump before the episode ends. I saw online ESPN is going to finally have they're going to let you standalone have their channel for $30 a month. So you can have ESPN, all the games that come on at Monday Night Football, like, because right now they have a streaming ESPN Plus, but it doesn't have, they're putting like the full channel out for $30 a month. And if you get it, you can get like, I think Disney Plus and Hulu with it for like $34 or something for the first 12 months. It's like an intro or something. But like, I was like, man, that is like a channel that I would potentially pay for. Like, because you can watch Sports Center, you can watch Around the Horn.
We are not sponsored.
Yeah, we're not. ESPN is like was my go-to
Yeah,
like
me
background
too, me
noise
too.
channel.
Yeah, me too.
Like always throw ESPN on.
Yep.
There's something like, damn, like
You'd be surprised how much of that information you retain when you hear the same show like 5 times.
when you watch Sports Center for 6 hours straight and it's the same
Yeah.
stories.
Then you can go to the bar and talk to people about, oh yeah, I heard that.
They're like Joe Schmo on the Blackhawks has 4 goals in a row in 4 games. You're like, I don't even watch hockey. I just know that shit. Like I love, but like I forget how much I like sports in like a background capacity. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, dude. But I was like, if I'm going to pay for a streaming service, that's going to be the one. I'm just like, I'll sit here and just watch ESPN all the time. Like, I'm all right with that.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad
So,
at that.
but,
Rest in peace to Pete Rose. Rest in peace, Sabu. And
oh, yeah, Sabu. All right. Well, that's all
We're
time for
outta
today's
here.
episode. Go to thecrazytown.com and subscribe for Jonas.
TNT.
We out.